Welcome to the Long Run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
And Christy's going to be behind the camera today because I am making my famous homemade granola.
From a recipe he found somewhere else.
From a recipe I found online.
The recipe will be linked in the description.
Right, and going to be making that today. Welcome to our Frugal Fit Fridays. Man, that's a tongue twister. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to be making homemade granola today, and let's get to it. So I came across this recipe for granola a few years ago, and I decided to take it and use it because I really like yogurt. And I guess I like granola, but I decided to make some because I wanted to be a little healthier, I guess, in my eating. And so I didn't want to buy pre-packaged granola because it has preservatives and things like that. And this way I get to control all the ingredients in my granola. Okay? All right, so let's get to it. So you want 2 cups of raw, whole, rolled oats. Now, I got the Great Value rolled oats. I've used the Quaker before. But just make sure they're not quick oats. Make sure they are old-fashioned oats. Make sure it says old-fashioned on the packaging. So this is 2 cups. I've already measured it out, so it goes into the bowl. And I'm not really a big oatmeal fan, but I like it in granola, so go figure. And then I want a half cup of raw nuts. Normally I would use almonds in this, but we had. When you go shopping in your cabinet, you find walnuts. That's what you're going to use. So, you know what I'm saying? So this is the frugal part.
Yep. Use what you have first.
Use what you got. Just throw a couple more in there.
Maybe how much of that was that?
That was half a cup.
Or a little bit more because you threw a little extra in there. But yeah.
All right, and then you want a 1/4 cup of raw seeds. Now for me, I'm using the flax seeds.
You can use any kind.
You can use any kind of seed you want, but I'm going to use the flax seed. Number one, because I've also heard that flax seeds lower your blood pressure. And to be honest with you, when my doctor took me off my blood pressure, I was eating this granola with flax seeds in it. So I'm going to go back to that and see how it affects me. I'm not going to go off my medicine without my doctor telling me, but I'm going to see if it'll lower it even more. So you want to...
Yes, because he was taken off, and then after we got here, this doctor said he shouldn't have been taken off.
Because it's going back up. Every time I go to the doctor, my blood pressure was back up. And so he put me back on, and I'd stopped eating the granola. So here we go. There's a 1/4 cup of flax seed. All right, and then I'm going to do... now this calls for... a half cup of unsweetened dried fruit. I don't do the dried fruit in my granola. I just like it.
He does. He's not a fan of dried fruit.
Not a fan of dried fruit.
But if you like that, you can do, like, was it cranberries or dates or something?
Yeah.
Something like that. That's chopped and unsweetened.
2 tablespoons of coconut oil. This is going to give it a real coconutty taste. This is the first coconut oil that we bought that really had a coconutty taste to it.
It's because
smell, not taste. The smell.
The smell is there,
you can really
but
smell
it's
the coconut.
Cold refined. If it's expeller pressed, it doesn't have the smell to it. But if it's cold refined, it's still going to have the smell of coconuts in it.
But don't worry about the.
It doesn't taste like it.
And don't worry that it's in solid form right now, because once you get your hands in there, and you will have to get your hands in there. It's going to
automatically melt,
liquefy. So
yeah.
And so then we're going to do 2 to 3 tablespoons of maple syrup or raw honey. Now I'm using raw honey. That's Be Natural, 100% pure, unfiltered, uncooked raw honey. Okay.
Yep.
And this is really from the West Palm area of Florida. It's good to buy honey that's from your region. It helps
as close to where you live as possible.
Yeah, it helps to build up communities and stuff. And bees are really good that way. Thanks, bees. So it says 2 to 3. I usually do probably 3, and be keeping 3 there. All right, and then we're going to do a half tablespoon of vanilla extract. Now this is our very own homemade. You can see the vanilla beans in there if you look really close. The vanilla beans are still in there. Our very own homemade vanilla that we made ourselves on July 13th of last year was when we canned it. And so, I can't see it. Yeah, okay.
Put your hand over the. No,
like
not
that?
like that. Just over.
That right there, I got it.
Yeah,
7, 13,
that's it.
20. That's when we canned it. And we let it sit for about 6 months before we started using it. Yep, I should have loosened that before. Okay. The longer you let it sit, the better it is. Oh yeah. And we still have another jar up there that's been sitting for about 9 months now. We haven't even touched. So this will do you pretty good. So it's a half teaspoon of vanilla extract. I want to get down in there. That good vanilla. Take it around there, maybe a little more. Okay. All right. And then you want a pinch of fine sea salt. And then you just want to get in and just stir it real good. You're really going to have to get in with your hands, so because if not, it's going to stick to the spoon. It's going to stick to your hands anyway. But kind of get in there with it. Kind of
To get that coconut oil mixed up, you need the heat from your hands anyway.
That's right. So you're just going to kind of get it in there and stir it all around. It does have a good coconutty smell to it.
It's funny because other than coconut cake, Joel doesn't like coconut tasting things. So it's funny when he says things like.
I like the smell.
He likes the smell. He just doesn't like the texture.
It smells like laying on the beach getting a tan.
Yeah, the Hawaiian.
Hawaiian tropic.
Hawaiian, yeah.
Or whatever.
Copper tone, yeah, stuff like that.
So all of this is really going to stick to your hands. There's really no way around it unless you use gloves. I didn't have any, so I didn't use any today. But just want to kind of get it there and just kind of.
Just wash your hands real good.
Yeah, just mix it around real good, and then.
You'll be able to get it off.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Hands will wash. All right. Now, we're going to put it on our pan, and we preheated our oven to 300 degrees. It's going to kind of get it in a good layer here. Now, just kind of spread it out real good. And you're probably saying, well, it's not all stuck together like you would buy in a pack. Well, no, it's not going to be, because you know what sticks it together in the pack? Preservatives. But it'll be a little firmer once we get it baked. But
yeah, the honey and stuff like
honey
that.
and stuff will kind of gel it together. But just get a good thin layer there. You don't want it too thick, because then it won't. It doesn't cook as evenly. So
you want your oats to be cooked.
You want your oats
That's no good.
Yeah, that's not so good. Okay. All right. So then we're going to put it in the oven for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to take it out and we'll show you the finished product. All right, so this has been 10 minutes, and you can tell the oats now have kind of a baked brown color to them. That's kind of looking for the color that you want, and it is it's not really sticky together, but that's the way you want it. You don't want a lot of preservatives in there. It's going to stick all your granola together, so it's going to be a little loose, and that's fine. But at this point, you just want to let it cool. Then you're going to put it in an airtight container, and you're going to store it in. I'll store mine in the refrigerator for up to 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, I'll throw it out. Usually, I've eaten it all by then. I usually get some yogurt to go with it. My favorite brand is Stonyfield Whole Milk, but they didn't have any of that in the grocery store this time, so I got Oikos, or if you really know Greek, it's Oikos. It means house in Greek. So anyway, so yeah, that's the granola recipe, and I'm really looking forward to eating this again. All right, so here's me. I got some yogurt here, and this is the granola. It's been in the refrigerator, so it's kind of firmed up a little bit, but just gonna try to. I like a little yogurt with my granola, so don't judge me. It's healthy. It's not, you know, no preservatives, you know, no nothing. So
Yep.
it's just oats and honey and stuff like that.
Walnuts, which
Walnuts.
are also good. Omega-3s.
Right.
So
All right, so there you go. Comment below if you've ever made any granola or what you like toppings on your yogurt or however you like to eat granola or anything like that. Give some comments below and let us know. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notifications bell for updates from us when we post new videos on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes on the weekend. Also give us a share. If you know people that would like this recipe or any of our recipes or anything we do on our channel, give us a share and so we can get our content out to more people. Thank you for those that have given us shout outs from your channel and just generally been here for us over the last, 2 years now?
almost.
Almost 2 years on YouTube. So there you go. So anyway, I think that's going to do it today for the Long Run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
Behind the camera.
Yep.
And don't forget it's a long run. Give yourself a little grace.
Bye.